Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Mountaineers offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll go right back to him. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's Donaldson. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. So, guys, over the last few years, there have been seismic changes to college football. Realignment, name, image, and likeness. But one of the biggest changes, the transfer portal.
Yeah, and now guys that are unhappy or in a situation where they see something that they'd rather be in, now you can leave, and there is no penalty. So a lot of recruiting, Jesse, on other people's teams that go on throughout a season.
Yeah, it's 365, and it's a lot of pressure on coaches to re-recruit their own players as well to try to keep those rosters intact. But the transfer portal completely flips rosters upside down. One team that struggles this year, if they get one key addition, it's a team potentially competing for a national championship next season.
Leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He'll try the left side. Hard running there. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Green. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And they run the option, and you can just tell, man, the timing of that wasn't set up well. The quarterback looked a little bit clunky, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Fox. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
And get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him at.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Brings up second down.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Matthews. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down distances, third downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs that can move and run all over the place and give you so many options is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Hand off from the shotgun. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It is perfect. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
Oh, look out. There he goes. The 30. Just like that, a huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. Give him 88 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. 2nd and goal for this offense. To the air, it's Green. Pocket starts to collapse. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. This defense didn't hang its head. They've stood tall after the big play. 3rd and goal coming. Coming after it. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down. Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Allen. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Vance. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. This feels like 4 down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Fighting off the defender. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
A loss of 5 yards on the play. 2nd down coming up.
We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these 2 quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. He'll pull it down and run. Stumbled to the ground. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? He'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And this one splits the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Ohio State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win. But this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Columbus. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Gets away from one. He's got space. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Grabbed behind the line. It's Fox. Across the 25. He's got room. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
from the red zone, looking for a space. Makes the catch into the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia.
West Virginia.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Feeling some heat. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch them because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He wants to throw. That's caught. It's Weeks. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Second down.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. He leaves it with his back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone.
Knocking on the door. Offense now in the red zone.
Motion from the offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Makes the catch. It's Allen. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Just going to keep it after the snap. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after him, was able to make the tackle for loss.
Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? This quarterback part of their running game. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. Jumped on top of the pile.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. A designed run for the quarterback. And he bangs his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
And I love these designed runs, goal-to-go situations. Gotta have it. I know I get an extra blocker with now my quarterback running the football, being decisive, getting downhill, getting in the end zone.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Getting some heat. Looking to get it in the end zone, and down he goes. They were trying to tie the game, but they are denied, still down by 2. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. He's going for a big play downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Mountaineers will call on their punt team. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Now this offense is back on the field. Line gets set, 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defensive end understanding football, understanding that I got to keep outside contain. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. On the move. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? They'll try it on the ground. Oh, gave the defender the business. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions.
Can anyone catch it? Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. Headed to the end zone. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And after missing out on the 2-point conversion, they'll just line up for the kick this time. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Arizona dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I'll tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connor's keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. From the gun, the ground game. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line. They go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
And that ball is picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. And he will house it.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. He's looking to throw. He's got the tight end. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Comes out throwing on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw. It's Green. Throws for the tight end. And that one's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. He'll just keep slinging it. Looking to buy time. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. And the Mountaineers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Smith. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Matthews. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
The offense in hurry-up mode. To the ground with the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
On 4th down, looking to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Unloads to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking to throw, it's Green. Quick strike complete. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And you know, in a day where the spread option and air raid are the offenses of choice, how nice is it to see the 3 yards and a cloud of dust approach? Although we've also seen some runs go for a lot longer. Physical offensive lines coupled with great backs is like a throwback to the olden days, and that's refreshing.
The Mountaineers will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
First down for this offense. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Made a defender miss. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. He is smashing people. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this cat.
He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first down. Nothing but green ahead. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to put a stamp on that one with a 41-yard run to the house. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make it.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Mountaineers are in the hurry-up. Looking to pass. It's Green. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. The Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time. Spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking for space to the left.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Quickly complete. Open space at the 25. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. And the Mountaineers are marching down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Barges ahead. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. This offense desperate for a score here to try to stay in the game. It's 3rd and goal. Power ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Oklahoma State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program with a case full of trophies, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a 1st down like they did right there.
They'll try to run for it. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
It's a nice run there to get the first down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
They'll give it to him again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Fast motion from the offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Third down coming up.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Anytime you play this offense, the challenge is stopping this quarterback from running the ball. And you've already seen in this game, he's been able to break off a few runs and do some nice things. That time, though, the defense had his number and tackled him for a loss.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Off play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Slings it downfield. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Looking for a productive play on first down. Give to the running back. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
They're trying to get to it. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Right down the middle. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
3rd and Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You could tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
The quick out. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking to scramble. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Yeah, and the QB decided to take it himself. And got a little bit of pressure, you could see, and decided to take off, scramble, and couldn't get the first down. And now it's 4th down decision time. No matter where it is on the field or what the distance is, you know there's a chance. We still might go for it.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Out of the gun, the inside give. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires and picked off. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking for space, it's Donaldson. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. To the air. It's Green. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. It's good.
The kick is good.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
1st and 10.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll throw it on 1st down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Is incomplete. It leads to 2nd down.
Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 24. They go to the ground. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this 3rd quarter in style. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Pressure coming. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Steps away to find some room. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Mountaineers have pushed it inside the 20. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Back to throw. It's Green. Going to try to pop one on the screen. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Already in prime field goal position, but they would love to score a touchdown to take the lead. A 1st down run in the red zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Trying to get to him. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. Never a doubt. And they've regained the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree. Jesse agrees. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Throws to the tight end. He makes a catch.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll put the tight end in motion. Now on the move. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Play number 9 on this drive. Quarterback checking off. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Finds his big tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Nice move there. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. Field goal is good. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Back to throw, it's Green. He's got him in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Let's see what they do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And they can't make the connection on third down.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All third downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
Wide out in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Got his man quickly. He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting? The offense has a chance, down 1 possession in the 4th. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. And the offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw, it's Green. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. Touchdown, Mountaineers! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Offense getting set for first down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To the air on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Using the quick game. Tackled immediately after the catch. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wide receiver shows motion. He wants to throw here on second down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, whether it's play calling or whether it's the quarterback's decision making, they're playing it way too safe. They can't